Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your reading today. I hope you're all doing really well, as always. Scorpio, it's been a while since I've done a money reading, so I thought I'd do this set. I will just say that obviously it doesn't constitute financial advice per se, but we're looking at the energies around your money situation, what spirit advise, what's coming in for you regarding your financial situation. Let's see what Spirit have to tell you. Spirit have chosen, Spirit have chosen some really interesting decks for me to use, and they're surprising me because I wouldn't normally have chosen certain decks for money readings, but anyway, they want me to use this one for you to start off with. Scorpio, we have to say thank you. Oh gosh, that was quick. We have thank God. Bear with me. We'll go through the meanings of these in just a second. We have turn on the light. And we have decide the outcome. On the bottom of the deck, we have create. Gosh, this is interesting energy for you, Scorpio. There's a real emphasis on the need for gratitude here. You may be in a difficult financial situation at the moment. I'm picking up that energy for some of you. Spirit are saying, I know it's difficult, you know, when you're feeling sort of that you're under a lot of pressure, but actually, the more you can be thankful for what you have got in life, then the more your energy will be lifted and the energy will flow abundantly. You know, that's the whole thing about manifestation. So there's a big emphasis for you, Scorpio, about being thankful to the people around you, even if, as I say, things aren't as you want them to be at the moment. There's a big emphasis on being thankful and being grateful. Sometimes we can get into a situation where we maybe take people for granted, and Spirit is saying, no, this isn't the energy we need right now. Even if you're feeling a bit downcast, Scorpio, they want you to be thankful and just to be, not kinder, but just show gratitude for the people around you, even if they're not in a position to help. And also, this is about, yes, it says God at the top, and I know, you know, people have different different people in the spiritual realms that they talk to, pray to, look up to, okay? But again, this is about your connection with whoever that is for you. So whoever you talk to, whether it be spirit, angels, God, whoever you speak to in the spiritual realms, it's very important that you talk to them about being thankful for the things you've already got. Because otherwise they get this is real manifestation stuff, they get very mixed messages about what you're happy with, what you're not happy with, you know. It's a bit like, imagine giving someone £20 and them turning around to you and saying, well, yeah, actually, I wanted 30. How would that make you feel if you're the person giving? You'd sort of think, oh, well, okay, maybe I shouldn't be giving them more money because I haven't got enough to give them what they really want, so I won't give them anything. You know, that's a very basic example, but it's that type of energy. And we can see here that this person is in a prayer position, and we can see a galleon coming towards him, you know. So if you want your abundance to come in, just take a while, Scorpio, to appreciate the things you have around you and the people you have in your life and the things that are going well, because we overlook them so easily. We're all guilty of that. This, you know, it's just interesting that Spirit are highlighting this for you at the moment, Scorpio. So there's obviously a real need for you to be appreciative of what you have got rather than what you lack. Because if you concentrate on what you lack, then you'll get more things to lack. More things to lack, you know what I mean. Anyway, the good news is that when you show gratitude, it actually lifts your energy. It turns on a light in your energy field, you know. So this is your time, even if the waters around you feel pretty rocky. You have rocky waters, choppy, I meant to say. I was looking at the rock. But, you know, even if things feel choppy and difficult around you, Scorpio, you can lift your energy to a more positive place to enable that abundance to come in. I'm really looking forward to pulling the tarot here because I want more detail about what is happening here. I have never seen a spread of cards that look quite like this. It's unique. So that's a good thing already. But you are going to be in a stronger position to make some decisions here, Scorpio. They've just said to me, cup half full. There's a real thing about positivity for your reading today. And it's positivity. Obviously, this is a money reading. So this is about looking for the things that you are able to pay, looking for the things you are able to buy in your present circumstances. They just said to me, glass half full. You know, we could have looked at that and said, well, that glass isn't full to the top, is it? But actually, they said glass half full. So it is about appreciating what's in the here and now. This won't be relevant to all of you, but, you know, it does us all good to just have that reminder now and again. You're going to be in a better position to create the life that you want if you are managing to lift your energy. So I am going to pull the tarot because I'm like eager. I feel like eager to know what's going on here. Let's use this tarot deck. What's all this? Why are you sending this message to Scorpio Spirit? Why are you sending such a strong message to Scorpio here? Justice. Yeah, I love, do you know, I love this Justice card. Look how opulent that looks. You know, and I'm not usually into sort of gold flashy stuff. I mean, it's just not my thing. But that just looks such an opulent card, Scorpio. So, you know, things are going to lift for you. Things are going to get better for you. Things are going to balance out. If you've been struggling to pay bills, things are going to balance out. You know, we have the yin and yang down here. So, yeah, that balance is coming into your life, even if things are a bit precarious for you at the moment. And it's going to seem, you know, very fair, you know, things are going to work out. We have fast movement forward with the Chariot here. So once Spirit are clear on the sort of things that make you feel better in life, the things that you enjoy, the things that you would like more of, they're going to make sure that it moves in that direction and the Chariot moves at speed, but they need some guidance on what it is that makes you feel good. Connect with the feeling of it, because that is what will make it flow, Scorpio. I know that for some of you, I'm preaching to the converted because you'll be into manifestation already. But, you know, this is the message they're giving me, and it feels like it needs to be heard by you know, maybe one or two of you, or maybe more. We have you putting in a lot of work on the detail here. So yes, you know, things are going to lift. You are going to be more clear on what it is you need to work on. We see you being very busy here, Scorpio. So, I mean, this can be regarding anything. It can be regarding just sorting out your finance and looking at the detail of your finance. It can be around working extra hard on a maybe a side hustle or cottage industry. It can be you working at your job, just putting more effort in your job. But suddenly things are going to become clearer because this light is going to be shining and you're going to know where to place your energy. That's going to put you in a better position to decide an outcome. We have two cards here. We have Empress. Yeah. This Empress card is coming up a lot at the moment as well. There's a whole big message here about, you know, something that makes you feel complete, makes you feel that you are able to look after yourself, to nurture yourself, you know. I think I see you making a financial decision that is going to be in your interest and going to provide for you, be able to nurture yourself and family if you have family. You have you here being very determined as well. So it's almost like, do you know what I'm feeling, Scorpio? Because this is such a different sort of reading today. What I'm feeling is that maybe you've been feeling like you haven't got a path forward because you can't see your way out of a situation. And, you know, you haven't been able to find that path. Spirit are giving you this path. They're saying, even if life is difficult, concentrate on gratitude. Write 3 things you're thankful for when you get up in the morning. Write 3 things you've been thankful for in your day before you go to bed. It just gets you on a more positive energy. You know, it lifts your energy basically. And it feels like you've been feeling like that. And Spirit are saying, you know, the light is going to come. When you lift that energy, it's going to feel lighter. You're going to be clearer on what you need to work on. And you're going to be determined to take control of this situation, which is where you're going to be making this financial decision. And then we have this lovely creativity coming in. We have the Create card. So it seems like once you've made this decision, once you've managed to lift, you know, your energy into a more positive place, you're in a position to create more decisions here. But they're decisions, you're going to decide what sort of action you want to take. The 2 of Wands is very forward looking. And I love the fact on this particular deck, look how bright that future is for you, Scorpio. So I do think it is about just making yourself feel better at the moment to enable you to be brighter and move forward. Page of Swords energy. Yeah, there may be new skills that you have to learn. You may get a message from somebody, or there may be someone watching your progress that enables you to find something new to pursue, something new that's creative, that will make you feel like things are moving forward and you're in control of them. Because you're definitely planning your way forward, and Wands are all about action. So this is about the action you want to take. Page of Swords, often a messenger, often brings a lot of clarity. You're going to be feeling a lot clearer about things. But also the Page of Swords, there's elements of new things to learn. So you may be learning a new craft in some way. I don't mean necessarily a craft, but, you know, a new skill. Something that will help you to create the future that you really wanted. They've just said to me another card. Yeah, this is the decision. This is you making that judgment, making the decision on how it's going to be moving forward. Because you've brought yourself out of this funk, you know. It's not a word I ever use, but they've just said it. You brought yourself out of this funk into a brighter future, Scorpio, and here it is for you. It's fabulous. Spirit are acknowledging that you've waited a long time for this, you know, and maybe you felt tied up in chains. Maybe you felt you couldn't escape this mindset, but gratitude is the key here. This is the advice they're giving you in lifting your situation. I do apologise for the very loud motorbike that just went by. Right, Scorpio, interesting reading for you today because it was a very definite message. I'm going to pull some Moonology because you know I'm a bit obsessed. If this didn't resonate with you, you're probably not still here, to be fair. But if you have listened anyway, or if this has resonated with you and you just want a closer look at your circumstances, I have a new link in the description box below to my Buy Me a Coffee page, where you can also access my shop, and all my private listings, my personal readings rather, are listed there. And they're all sorts of prices, so there should be something that's affordable for you there if you'd like some more detail. Spirit want you just to relax a bit. As I say, if you take a few minutes at the morning and the evening, or one or the other, to write the things that you feel thankful for, even if they're tiny things. I even, you know, when I write my gratitude diary, I write things like, you know, I'm thankful for the lady in the shop who was very kind to me today because, you know, she helped me with my purchase, you know. It could be something that simple, but we overlook those things often. The Spirit are asking you to take the time to actually reflect a bit. Yeah, meditate and contemplate. They want you to definitely relax your energy so that you can see the positive, Scorpio. And they're asking you to surrender to the divine. Wow. Wow. And didn't we talk about that with this Thank God card over here, about you asking for help in a positive way from Spirit? Because they are always ready to help us, but they won't help us unless we ask, you know. They guide us on our journey, but if we want specific help with an issue, and we can lift our energy to that level where they know what we want positively, then good things can come. But if you're struggling with anything, Scorpio, because I do feel some of you are struggling here, it's your chance to say, do you know what, Spirit, I can't handle this anymore. I need your help, I need your guidance, and I need you to take the burden from me. Please show me the way forward in terms of my finance. You know, and you'd be amazed how things begin to shift. Yeah, I know some of you are feeling afraid. I can feel it. So it's time to lift that energy, Scorpio. Time to work through. They've said one more, giving us 5 Moonology today. Wow, that's a bonus. Thank you, Spirit. And that is why they gave us 5, because look at the final card. So all the worrying, all the feelings of being down, you know, for those of you this applies to, just know that prosperity does lie ahead. But it is so important that you start that gratitude journal, or even speak it. If you don't want to write it, just speak it to the universe, Spirit, God, whoever it is you talk to, the angels, and just be thankful when you talk to them about the good things you've got, because that gives them the message on what you want more of. I'm going to leave it there, Scorpio. That was a very interesting reading for you. I hope that's been helpful for some of you and help you to create a shift. Amazing. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did and you're still here, please do like and subscribe, because that would help me. Show me gratitude, Scorpio. If any of you want to buy me a coffee, just, you know, my buy me a coffee link is down below. I'm so cheeky, honestly. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all really soon. Bye for now.